Well, we are back on site this morning. I didn't really do it like an after. We worked pretty late again last night, but we just started getting some of the clay. You can tell we got some groundwater in there. And Dad's gonna be working on hauling more clay. I'm gonna get everything greased up, get the fence down, and then start moving our clay. I took some of this dry gravel stuff like the engineer recommended and kind of mixed it all together to help kind of dry some of the clay out, and it should pack in pretty nice. That's what those guys are doing over there, and they had it tested yesterday. So we hauled, I don't know, 40 loads of this stuff over there to them, and they blended it in, and I think they were at like 97% compaction, so that is good to know. And here's our new to us roller. I don't think I've ever videoed this or debuted it or anything yet, but this is a 1999 Bomag. It's a 142. I don't really know what all the other BW 142 PDB-2, so I have no idea what all that means, but it is a 54-inch, just a pad foot or a sheep's foot. It's just, I think it's just a dedicated one. I know some of them, they say make like a shell kit where you can pop these off and put a smooth drum, but this one's just a pad foot. It's got a blade. I've never seen one with the blade, which is pretty handy. The guy we bought it from said you just leave it up 4 or 5 inches above what you're knocking down, and kind of helps flatten it out and roll it in. It has an air-cooled Deutz engine in it. It's like I said, it's a 99. It's only got, I think it's 2,600 hours. Yeah, 2656. So, and we gave 19,000 for it, which I don't think is too bad, because I've been looking at rollers and they're pretty expensive, and this one was really well maintained. It was a big utility contractor out of Springfield that he's actually got his own shop and everything, that all the stuff gets ran through, and he had records of sending the oil samples and all that stuff off, so he definitely took good care of it. I think it's going to be a nice addition to our fleet here. It's a good size for us. Like I said, 54-inch. I think it's around 12 or 14,000 pounds. I have to do the specs on it, but it's got fairly new tires on the back. Everything's nice and tight on it, so kind of excited about it. It's gonna be nice to have our own roller instead of having to worry about trying to rent one and getting it cleaned up and getting it back and everything. But I think it's gonna be a huge help, especially like on this job, and then we got some other stuff coming up where we were gonna have to rent a roller too. So with the couple jobs I got, it should easily pay for itself. It probably will on this job, because we're gonna have a lot of clay. This is I don't know if I've even taken the chance to explain any of this or not, but this is what they wanted on the footings. We got to go down 6 feet, go out 7 feet, and then we'll come up, and then that center is gonna get 2 feet of clay over the top of it. So we're essentially building a pad, but they didn't think we needed to, over-X the entire area. So we're just doing where the footings are at, and then we'll cap the whole thing in clay. And then they'll come in there and dig their footings, and then they'll put the boards or whatever on the sides, and then put all clean rock and stuff in the middle. So I don't feel like I've done the best job. Like in the morning, I start out doing pretty good trying to film some of this stuff, but it seems like every day gets a little chaotic. Like yesterday, it worked out great with those guys wanting some of that stuff. I had to switch gears from digging this to loading that, and when you got a couple trucks sitting there waiting on you, it's kind of hard to jump out and do much filming. And then I was trying to dig the footing at the same time that Dad was going to haul clay. It just feels like we're trying to do too much at one time, for one, because we're kind of on a time crunch, and it's supposed to rain all next week. So I don't know, like everything else, I'm not getting to go about this the exact way I would like to. It'd been nice to be able to just dig it out, load it right in the truck, and get it out of here, where we're kind of racing to get the footing dug and get the clay in here at the same time, just so we have materials on site so we can work later or over the weekend and try to get some of this done. So it's not been bad. It just kind of keeps it exciting. But yeah, as the day goes on, I kind of forget to grab the camera and kind of keep you guys updated. But we'll see if we can do a better job at that. Let's get to it.